Success. Everyone craves it, but how many truly understand the real price to pay? People often praise the peaks, glory, recognition, power, but few talk about its darker side, loneliness. The further you go, the more you realize this journey isn't meant for the crowd. Old relationships fade, the applause quiets, you face yourself, along with pressure and self-doubt. But is loneliness truly the price, or is it a challenge designed to forge you into your strongest self? In this video, I will explore with you why success is always accompanied by isolation and how to turn it into strength. Don't miss it. Before we dive in, if this is your first time on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this video. This will help me continue creating more content like this in the future. When talking about success, most people immediately think of external symbols, wealth, fame, or social status. But looking deeper, you'll find these are merely results of a long process of self-conquest and skill mastery. True success is not defined by what you own, but by who you become along the way. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, a symbol of wise leadership and strong principles. As the ruler of a vast empire, he possessed everything one could dream of. Yet, instead of indulging in power and wealth, Marcus spent much of his time reflecting on his responsibilities and the meaning of life. In Meditations, he wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This is the essence of success in Stoic philosophy, inner peace and self-control in the face of what cannot be changed. What does success demand? Success is not an easy path. It is a long chain of sacrifices and continuous effort. When you choose to pursue a great goal, you must give up present comfort. Temporary pleasures, pointless gatherings, and even relationships with mismatched mindsets often become burdens. The focus required for success is like sunlight concentrated through a magnifying glass. It has the power to create impact, but only when kept steady and directed at the right target. You cannot share that light with everything at once. Success holds personal meaning. Interestingly, the definition of success varies from person to person. For some, success means overcoming the fear of failure. For others, it means building a career or making a positive impact on the community. However, the common thread among those who achieve true success is that they all take time to ask themselves, what matters most to me? Stoic philosophy teaches that you must live according to your nature and values rather than chasing society's standards. This demand can sometimes place you in opposition to the majority, but it's the first step toward truly mastering your own life. Marcus Aurelius and the lesson of success. Marcus Aurelius stands as living proof that success does not come from instant gratification. As a leader, he did not seek public praise, but focused on practicing justice and integrity. This required not only persistence, but also the courage to endure loneliness when making decisions few could understand. True success is a personal journey, not a predetermined destination. It demands the readiness to face challenges, let go of familiarity, and take responsibility for oneself. Only then can you fully grasp its true meaning. Success in any form demands a price, and the steepest price, though rarely mentioned, is loneliness. When you pursue excellence, you can no longer live like the majority, and this inevitably sets you apart. Imagine the journey to success as climbing a towering mountain. The higher you go, the thinner the air becomes, and your companions will gradually fall behind. Some give up, others don't share your vision. At that point, you're left alone, facing your thoughts, pressures, and inner expectations. Success requires absolute focus. Those who reach the highest peaks understand that focus cannot coexist with self-indulgence or momentary pleasures. Parties, superficial relationships, and lazy habits will only hold you back. To go far, you must be ready to cut ties with anything that doesn't serve your purpose. Seneca once said, "Spend time with those who help you become better, and avoid those who lead you astray." When you channel all your energy toward greatness, you will naturally separate yourself from the crowd. Not because you see yourself as superior, but because your chosen path demands total commitment. Let's come together to support our community. If you are a kind person, please hit the like button on this video and leave some energetic comments to spread positive vibes. Together, we can make a difference. A harsh reality of this journey is that many around you won't understand. As you begin to change, rejecting fleeting pleasures and dedicating time to self-discipline, you become different. This difference can make others uncomfortable, even provoke negative reactions. Some may label you as arrogant. Others may feel you're losing yourself. In truth, you're simply evolving. The philosopher Epictetus once warned, if you wish to progress, be prepared to be mocked, misunderstood, and even hated. These negative reactions aren't your burden to bear. They reflect the fears and insecurities of those unwilling to change. As you rise, you'll face not just loneliness, but also the pressure to stay true to yourself amid criticism and the temptation to return to old comforts. Loneliness on the path to success is not just a consequence, but a natural filter. Shallow relationships will gradually fade, leaving behind only those who truly matter, those who respect your journey or share a greater vision. This purification is necessary. Do not confuse loneliness with failure. In reality, loneliness is part of personal growth. It creates space for you to think more deeply, free from external distractions. Refine yourself, focus on improving your skills and knowledge, build resilience, test your strength in the absence of external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote meditations during some of the loneliest moments of his life, not for others to read, but to engage in self-reflection, sharpen his thinking, and preserve integrity amidst the pressures of imperial power. Loneliness is not the price of success. It's the test to prove whether you're truly worthy of it. Loneliness is not an enemy, it is a teacher, a challenge to be conquered on the path to true success. When you learn to confront and master it, loneliness can become a powerful tool to forge your willpower, enhance focus, build resilience, and cultivate inner growth. The key lies in how you respond to loneliness. For the weak, it becomes a haunting void. But for those pursuing excellence, it transforms into fertile ground for self-mastery. Remember, greatness is not born from parties or public praise. It is forged in silence, where you face yourself alone. To master loneliness is to transform emptiness into inner strength. Rather than letting silence consume you, you must turn it into a space for focus and self-discipline. Achieving this requires 3 core elements: the right mindset, self-discipline, and clear direction. Shift your mindset. First, view loneliness as a challenge, not a punishment. Ask yourself, can I endure this silence? Can I stay focused on my goals without external validation? These questions help you redefine your relationship with solitude, transforming it from fear into a necessary experience for personal growth. When facing loneliness, you gain the rare opportunity to hear your inner voice more clearly. Gone are conflicting opinions, empty praises, and superficial distractions. What remains are your most authentic thoughts. This is when you can distinguish what truly matters from temporary illusions. Marcus Aurelius used these quiet moments to write Meditations, a private journal meant not for others, but to remind himself to uphold integrity and wisdom amidst the isolation of imperial power. Develop unshakable self-discipline. Mastering loneliness demands a high level of personal discipline. Without others around to push you, you must become your own source of motivation. This means creating a structured system of self-accountability. Establish a consistent routine. Stick to daily habits of learning, training, and working. Even when no one is watching, focus on self-improvement. Read, acquire knowledge, and sharpen skills. Every moment of solitude becomes an opportunity for growth. Hold yourself accountable. Set high personal standards and commit to them without needing external supervision. True self-discipline transforms loneliness from a void into a productive sanctuary for personal mastery. Clarify your purpose. Loneliness only becomes meaningful when anchored by a clear purpose. Without direction, isolation can easily turn into emptiness, draining your spirit. However, when you possess a powerful vision, whether it's becoming the best in your field, creating a meaningful life, or simply surpassing your past self, loneliness becomes a trusted companion on your journey. Seneca once said, "If a man does not know to which port he is sailing, no wind is favorable." Clarity of purpose is the lighthouse guiding you through your loneliest moments. True mastery of loneliness. Mastering loneliness does not mean cutting yourself off from the world. It means learning to stand strong without relying on external validation or approval. That is true mental strength and the foundation for reaching the highest peaks of success. Loneliness on the journey to success is inevitable. However, how you confront it will determine whether you grow stronger or get consumed by a sense of isolation. Facing loneliness does not mean resisting it, but learning to transform it into mental strength. Accept isolation as part of the journey. The first step to dealing with loneliness is to accept that it is an essential part of the path to greatness. When you choose to live by higher standards, pursue discipline, and strive for excellence, you will inevitably separate yourself from the crowd. This is not a sign of failure or negative difference, but proof of personal growth. Remember Epictetus's words, "If you want to make progress, be prepared to be ridiculed. Do not seek validation from those who do not understand the path you are on." Accepting loneliness as part of personal evolution will help you stay grounded when old relationships fade, or you feel disconnected from those you once knew. Build meaningful relationships. Loneliness doesn't mean complete disconnection from the world. It's about selectively choosing the right connections. As you grow, your circle must evolve too. People who once walked with you may no longer share your values. Instead of mourning lost connections, focus on building relationships with those who inspire growth. People who challenge and elevate you. Quality matters more than quantity. One genuine relationship where both parties uplift and challenge each other is far more valuable than dozens of superficial ones. Use solitude for personal development. Rather than seeing loneliness as an empty void, view it as a space for self-improvement. In moments of silence, you can focus on personal growth. Journaling. Like Marcus Aurelius, who wrote meditations to self-reflect and stay grounded in his principles amid the pressures of power. Meditation, practicing mindfulness, helps you gain control over your thoughts rather than being ruled by emotions. Learning and skill building. Reading, studying, and improving skills make solitude a productive space for self-expansion. Solitude is fertile ground for wisdom and personal growth. Without the noise of the external world, you can focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Stay true to your values and principles. One of the greatest challenges when facing loneliness is the temptation to return to the comfort zone, where acceptance and approval from others feel safe. However, true success isn't about the applause of the crowd. It's about staying loyal to your principles, even when no one is watching. Seneca once said, "You will never achieve greatness if you worry about applause." Stay true to the path you've chosen. Don't let the absence of validation shake your core values. Transform loneliness into strength. Loneliness is not an enemy, but a strict teacher. It challenges you, forcing you to face yourself without the distractions of external praise or noise. When you learn to harness the power of silence, you'll realize loneliness isn't making you weaker. It's forging you into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. So the question is, will you run from loneliness or master it? Success is never free. It demands discipline, commitment, and most of all, the ability to face loneliness. It is not a punishment, but a test to reveal your true strength. As you rise, old relationships, habits, and public validation may fade away. Yet, in those solitary moments, you will discover your true power. No noise, no applause, just you facing yourself. If you can endure the silence and stay committed to your goals, it is a sign of true inner strength. Remember, Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire in profound solitude, yet his isolation did not weaken him. It refined him into one of history's greatest leaders. Loneliness doesn't make you weaker. It strips away the unnecessary, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. The question remains, are you willing to trade comfort for your highest potential? If your answer is yes, prepare yourself. The road will be difficult, but if you stay strong, the reward will be freedom, strength, and true achievement. It's time to stop seeking approval and start mastering your own life. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.